What's up, guys? We're back here in Archeage Fresh Start servers, and we just got logged in. And I'm going to touch on some items that are going to spike in value dramatically. This is, of course, my opinions. This is based on past evolutions of Morpheus and the official launch. So copper and silver will both spike because now people are actually starting to craft weapons and armor. The reason that is charcoal prices have come down significantly. We're actually seeing a decent amount of charcoal on the auction house, and wow, 1 gold each. That's a really cheap charcoal price right there. Definitely way cheaper than it should be at this point of the game. So anything under 2 gold is probably a really good charcoal price, and you can see just this price is just dropping like crazy. People are mad rushing, throwing up charcoal on the auction house. It went from yesterday being about 5 gold each. Same day average here today is 253. Yesterday was a 5 gold average. And they've already sold. This is a few hours after the reset too. So we've already sold 384 because the price is now just plummeted down to this same day average of 253. Anything that you see again around 2 gold is a great value. Especially considering the fact that the trade packs to get these charcoals are costing a lot because of the materials that you have to use to get the trade back. So some of them use Gilda Stars now. Other ones just require a lot of farming materials. And the farming materials themselves are actually quite high. So even if you did an overseas trade route and you got 19 charcoal stabilizers and you sold them all for 2 gold each, that's about 40 gold right there. But that's not pure profit. You have to take out the fact how much it costs you to create the pack. And then you also have to look at how much labor it costs. So the trade packs now, I believe, got a decrease to 50 silver or 50 labor points to actually craft. So it's going to turn 50 to craft and 50 to turn in, if I'm correct on that, which means 100 labor. Then also the base cost of the trade packs, which most base cost trade packs are around probably 5 gold right now, considering all the mats required. So you take that out. So for 100 labor, you're getting about 35 gold profit, which is a pretty good profit. But yeah, it's not astronomical. You can almost get that in farming. It's just you're spending a lot of labor, and then you also have to factor in the chance that you lose your trade pack and you die if you're doing an overseas trade pack. So when you factor in the chance of loss, the chance of being pirated, getting 35 silver per labor is not that great. That's hence why I say anything under 2 gold is a steal for charcoal stabilizers, especially right now. So we're going to grab those guys up. And this ties into with everything else. So now charcoal stabilizers are cheap. We're going to start seeing oils, small seed oils and small root oils on the auction house. So you can see we got oils up here, which means now crafting is going to happen. People are going to craft. People are going to make weapons and armors, go to the obsidian weapons and armors. And now all the materials required to make these guys, small seed oils. So like the rose is going to jump up in value. This is currently at 375. But this will just skyrocket it. Rose probably be up to 10 silver per rose. All these materials that are used to create the tier 1 pigments probably will get up to around that 10 silver per labor, because these pigments are just going to drain so much of these roses out, or any of these materials. So like corn is also one of them. Corn is already at 6. And you see thousands of corn have been selling. Rice is also one of them. So corn, rice, rose, narcissus. Let's see what else. You can pull up the folio and you'll see what is used in these potions. And this is the stuff that you want to start planting. Rose, clover. Clover especially, because clover is used in combined feed as well as in this small root. So clover is going to see a huge spike as well. Clover may be one of the bigger ones in value, maybe higher than 10 silver per clover. And then now you got the next one, you got corn and rice. So again, all these guys are probably going to jump up to about that 10 silver ratio, or 10 silver per selling single one, which makes a really big ratio because they're only 1 labor to harvest most of these guys. And then rough polish or opal polish is the azazel and the narcissus. So those guys right there, all 6 of those should jump up in value. With those jumping up in value, you should also see Archeage, as I talked about yesterday, this is the reason Archeage is going to jump up in value. Then you should also start seeing, iron a little bit jump up in value. Then you'll definitely see copper jump up in value because copper is used in the weapons. So you go into the weapons over here, and any of the weapons you start seeing after you get past level 30, you start needing. Oh, actually, the weapons are right in the beginning. It's not even level 30. It's level 24 and level 30 require copper. And copper is pretty rare in the mines. You have to get it out of the Fortuna veins. So you have to get a lucky proc on that. Then next thing up is silver. Silver will also be running low on quantity as well. So copper, silver, any of those pigment materials are great things to invest in. Archeage is a great thing to pick up. Archeage seems to be dropping pretty frequently out of the coin purses. We haven't seen a spike in the last 24 hours yet. But again, we're waiting for those pigment prices to come down. And now the pigment prices have come down thanks to the charcoal stabilizers becoming more plentiful on the auction house. And we're starting to see people actually craft. So that's it, guys. Those things should be seeing huge spikes. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you invest in some of those. Make sure that you, don't sell your copper right now cheap. Don't sell your silver cheap. Hold on to that stuff. Invest if you have the money. And I will talk to you guys later.